This huge problem is killing anime tower defenses, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Before we get to the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe because we're on the road to 200 subscribers, and make sure you guys watch the full video because it'll really help me out. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this isn't going to be a very long video because this is a specific problem I want to talk about that's really only been a problem with new anime tower defenses, and the problem that I'm going to be talking about in this video is updates, how long they've been taking, and how bad they've been in certain games. Obviously, I'm not a dev. I've never been on a dev team, so obviously I'm not a dev. I don't know how long it takes for an update, and I don't know how hard it is, so I don't know how long updates take or how hard they are to make, but I'm going to be speaking purely from a player perspective, and honestly, updates have been really lackluster in these new anime tower defenses. For one, they've been taking way too long to come out. I'm going to be talking about really every new anime tower defense. The only one I'm really not specifically talking about is animelaststand because I don't really play animelaststand, but I think they have weekly updates. I'm not particularly sure, but I'm not really the biggest fan of that game, so I don't play it too often. But for like every other anime tower defense, updates have been taking 3 weeks to a month to over a month, and some games are even shutting down to completely revamp their game before putting a singular update out. Talking about you, Special Anime Defense. But some of these games would rather shut down and completely revamp their game than just straight up update it. Now, like I said, I'm not a dev. I don't know what the problems are, what the issues are, why they want to do that. So take that into account, obviously. But for one, Anime Vanguards. Anime Vanguards were just released, and for the first update, it was half an update, and that took like what, 3 weeks to come out, and then now it's going to be going on 3 weeks without the other half of the update. Now apparently it's going to be just a full update. It's not going to be another half. So I guess we'll be on update 1.5, or they're just going to call it update 1. Regardless, it's taking 3 weeks to a month for an update. Now I don't know if it's coming out this week, so it really could end up being a month just for an update. But when it came to like games like Anime Adventures, maybe my memory, maybe it's revisionist history, or my memory is just like wrong, but I swear Anime Adventures, it was every 2 weeks you knew you were getting an update, unless it was like some random delay. It was like every 2 weeks you could count on there being an update, and in Anime Adventures there was more content in these updates as well, so I don't really understand how like these games are taking so long in comparison. Now obviously, like I said, I'm not a dev. They could be trying to get it super perfect and it could be worth the wait, but I'm just speaking out of a pure player perspective. Updates have been taking a little too long in these games, and it really kills the momentum for some of these games. Now, Anime Vanguards is so high quality that it's really not going to matter. Same with Anime Defenders. It's not going to matter how long those games take because people are going to be waiting regardless. But for smaller games like Special Anime Defense, Anime Royale, Multiverse Tower Defense, those games basically completely died because they took a little too long to update. Not really Anime Royale. They kind of updated decently fast. Anime Vanguards just killed them. But since then, these games have not been updating nearly fast enough. It's like when you're a new game, especially if you're a new game and you don't have the Anime Vanguards player base, and you're gonna be falling off until you get the updates, so people are just completely not playing the game until the update, you're gonna need to make your update decently fast, or else you're gonna lose all your momentum. Now, like I said multiple times in this video, I'm not a dev. I know it can be hard, but speaking from a pure player's perspective, nobody's gonna want to wait a month for an update on a game that they already didn't care about playing like that. So when it takes that long, there's just no chance for a game like that to come back, like Special Anime Defense, Special Anime Defense, Anime Royale. Those games are probably completely dead because nobody wants to wait that long for an update. Now, another update problem with these games is that their updates are just not good. Like, specifically about Anime Vanguards, Anime Royale, and I've heard things about Animelaststand's new update is like they'll come out and they just like won't be good. Like Anime Vanguard's new update, it wasn't bad per se. It just wasn't like a lot of content. Now I know it was only half an update, so it's gonna get an excuse for me, but like it wasn't like a great update or anything. And then I hear Anime Last Stand's update was bad. I'm not particularly sure, but and then there's Anime Defenders, which Anime Defenders had plenty of bad updates since I stopped playing. I stopped playing when they added the Athenics realm. That update completely killed the game for me. That update was just not it. It was just not good. Like we waited a month for that update and then it wasn't good, and then like that's like the main issue I have with these new tower defense games. They just take too long. And then Special Anime Defense, it never got a single update before it shut down to be completely revamped. So now we don't know how long that game's going to take. And then Anime Royale, they had their first update come out quick, and then now they haven't updated since. I know it's probably because they want to do a lot of things so that they can have a chance to come back and compete with Anime Vanguards, but realistically that's not happening. So I don't understand why they would rather just completely redo the game to just get the update out and keep the little player base that they have. I'd rather have a player base than not have one at all, right? Because you're not going to compete with Anime Vanguards, Anime Defenders if you're a smaller game. It's really just going to be Anime Vanguards, Anime Defenders, Anime Last Stand. Those are going to be the big three until like some real high quality game that nobody's heard of comes out. Like the only game that maybe has a chance is like Anime Odyssey / Ascension. I don't know which one it's going to be called, but That's like the only game that really has a chance of competing with these games, and that's purely off a player base. I don't think it's really going to be as high quality as these games, but we'll wait to see. So my problems with the anime tower defenses that are really ruining them is how long updates take, and then how little content will be in these updates. Now, like I said, I'm not a dev. I don't know how hard it is. So full disclosure, I'm literally just talking from a player standpoint, given how the player base feels. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be the video. Those are the problems with anime tower defenses and why it's really ruining it for me. Updates have just been taking way too long, and we've been waiting for so long just to get a little bit of content, or just straight up bad content. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, because I'm on the road to 200 subscribers, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.